said that.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys, let's get serious. Let's talk about relationships. And well, let's do an introduction first.
Go ahead.
So who's in the room? Oh, this is where I hand off to you. This is a pass. I pass the ball to you. Now you go
Okay,
first.
yeah. Hey, so good afternoon, good morning, whatever time you guys hearing this or watching it.
Time is non-existent anyway, so let's go ahead.
Exactly.
That's a great
My
intro.
name is Mo. I'm here. Across the table from me is Mr. JanziMo.
What's up?
And then we got I don't know how to introduce you, to be honest with you, but we got Laura.
Were you just doing sign language?
I guess so.
And right next to me, the beauty and the smart one is Ashley.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you for that
Wait, introduction.
Thank you so much.
Laura is gorgeous,
Jesus, why don't you just kick the
smart,
girl while she's down?
super emotional.
Who is?
Laura, but yeah,
It's okay to be emotional.
I'm a Cancer, all right?
It's okay. You can feel her emotions.
I bet you are.
You mean astrologically or just in general?
That's our zodiac sign.
Oh man.
So, yeah,
that's some toxic shit right there. That's a toxic way to open up a conversation, right?
Well, I guess we're in our feelings, right? Best
Yeah,
way.
and then today's conversation is about what? Relationship?
Yeah, relationships.
Okay.
The type I don't know what kind of relationships we talking about.
Who
Personal relationships.
Who has the upper hand in a
hurt you?
relationship?
That's a good one.
What'd you say? Who hurt you?
Yeah.
There's no 1-800 numbers at the end of this. All right. All right. If you got a couple of bruises, I'm gonna call them love taps, and then you're gonna have to move on.
Who has the upper hand in the relationship?
I think that depends on where you like. I don't want to say like where you get started in your relationship, but I think it depends on who's more dominant personality wise.
So will be.
I think.
Could you have two type A personalities in a
I
relationship?
don't think so.
Right. It's gonna a lot of clash.
Duh.
Somebody
for
has
sure.
to give up.
Yeah, I agree. And
The
I
other
think
person, like someone has to be willing to give up.
Yeah. Well, usually like I pretend to give up so that way she can feel like happy and I'm like, you know what, baby, I'm gonna let you think you're right. So you're right. Fuck it.
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
But I think it's the definition of like why you love that person first of all, or why you're in that relationship with that person. Because let's say like you want to give rights or not be so controlling or whatever like that. I think it just depends on how the relationship got started and who is what and how it goes.
Okay, I respect that.
Okay.
Disagree with it.
Okay.
I feel like the man has to be on the upper hand.
Don't forget where Mo's from.
Yeah.
But that's like a cultural difference.
Not necessarily.
That's like coming.
Not necessarily.
No, I agree with Ashley.
No, not necessarily.
To an extent. To an extent.
Yeah.
there's a cultural
We're
difference,
built
yes.
different. We're built different. We cannot be, you just simply cannot give like woman what man does or do, and then you expect woman to kind of like,
So well, let me jump in and say something real quick. I always say when we're on this topic is if I'm laying with my wife or girlfriend or partner, whatever, in bed, right, and I'm the man, and we hear a noise downstairs, I'm not gonna wake her up and be like, baby, can you go check that out?
But let's flip the script. Let's say if it's two lesbians, there's always someone in that relationship that's
Yeah, but there's always have to be an
both
alpha.
ways because you're saying I know you have your strong opinions
So
about
usually
that.
they'll both
Yeah, I
wake
do.
me up while I'm in the
I do.
middle and be like, honey,
Yeah,
can
it
you go
sounds
check that
about
out?
right.
yeah, like I heard this couple
Like
of days
that?
ago, like, if you're walking, me and you are walking on the street and someone says something slick to you, what do you expect me to do? Punch that motherfucker in the face, right?
Not
really.
necessarily.
Mo?
Yeah, don't be so violent. Violence doesn't solve anything.
1-800 number.
I'll punch that
okay?
motherfucker in the face because they're saying some slick about you.
There's a
That's
comedian.
what you expect me to be, a protector, right?
Yeah, there's a
So-
comedian that says it will never be equal just for one reason. He goes, because anytime there's a fire in a building, who gets evacuated first? Women and children. You never hear men.
That's a good
It's
point.
women and
True.
children.
That's a good point. Yeah.
He goes, until the day I hear men get evacuated first, and you know what? Fuck that. That's what. No, what comedian was that? He's like, they get paid more. Bill Burr, yeah.
I fucking love that guy.
They'll get married to that motherfucker. See what
But I
happens.
think this
Oh yeah,
conversation
he's fucking insane.
can actually go into like, are you pro like feminist or not? Especially because since we kind of navigated towards who takes control over the relationship, and maybe I'm saying in other words, but that's what it sounds like.
I feel like there should be a mutual or an equilibrium to who's in control.
Yeah.
You know, it's obviously you want to make every decision as a man, but also you do have to have the respect of your partner. That's also going to be
Compromise.
living
But
with
I
you.
feel like sometimes women are made for certain things,
Such
and
as?
men. I'm gonna leave that up to your guys'
I'm
discretion.
just asking, like,
It's your discretion.
do we build a kitchen around the women? I don't know. I'm just
Well,
joking.
in certain relationships, who cooks more, a man or a female? Do you see more men in the kitchen, or do you see more female in the kitchen?
Well,
Some of the best chefs in the world are men.
yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say my dad
like
cooks
cooking.
in the
That's what I'm
house.
saying.
When
Yeah.
look,
If her cooking sucks, I'm gonna be in the kitchen. I'm gonna be like, honey, just step to the side. Just
Well,
Yeah.
exactly.
wash the
Like,
dishes.
see if she's a good washer, then keep her there, I guess.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have a lot to say, but I'm not gonna say any.
Oh
I was
gosh.
like, okay, we don't want to hear your
Mom's
opinion
like, I'm about
anyway.
to stone these women.
Thanks. I forgot.
No,
where-
it's
Where you from again? Yemen?
exactly.
Can they drive out there?
Actually, funny thing that we don't have the same problems and divorce number.
They're not allowed to divorce.
No, they are. No,
they are?
Yeah, they
Really?
are. Yeah.
If they don't give you a child.
No. Like they are allowed to. Like you can actually, a woman can walk to the court and say, "I want to divorce him."
So let me ask you a question. What's the difference on that and religiously? Because you're Muslim,
Yeah,
and the religious aspect. If a woman wants to get a divorce,
she has the whole right to.
she has a right.
Yeah.
So
She can't go.
just hit her over the head and drag her into a cave and say she's mine.
That's a
Motherfucker, that's racist. But okay, I'll take it. Why is a cave not a house?
Well, I didn't say. I meant cave because that's like a caveman. That's what caveman, like.
No, but women, they have the right to either to speak to their parents or whomever, the person in their life, and then or go to the court and say, I want to divorce this guy because
I was
da da
gonna
da
say.
da da. It has to be valid reasons,
Yeah.
not because he's just
Good
not-
and bad.
yeah,
So
he's
don't
not
get
good
married
enough.
in Yemen.
I mean,
Basically. Yeah, if you want your rights.
you know what? Actually, the
Mo's gonna be like, you find good women in Yemen.
great fucking woman in
Yeah.
Yemen.
What makes them great? Let's hear this.
Yeah,
You guys
it's
wanna hear it, right?
because
Yeah, that's-
look,
I'm curious
as
now.
a man,
This is gonna be a
What-
man-centric, not
I think
equally.
we spoke about this. As a man, we acquire status, right? And you pride for a man. And when there is a woman is actually kind of trying to push you off that chair for her to be the one that is showing and leading and all this boss girls and all boss ladies and all that bullshit. You know what you're doing. You actually, cut that shit off and cut your thing
Cut what
off.
off?
Your fucking dick and just be a fucking pussy.
Definitely not
You
going
know?
to Yemen
So,
after this conversation.
Yeah, clearly.
No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have a layover over there.
It's the man. You cannot just keep going shoulder to shoulder with a man for him to kind of to show that you are actually leading this relationship.
and then
it's because we built different.
Yeah.
We built totally different.
But-
that equal right shit to me, it doesn't make no damn sense.
Mm,
It doesn't
guess
make
so.
sense.
Yeah.
Because you cannot can we be equally working under the fucking sun or doing some labor shit? No, I'm not gonna accept it to you. Because you are not built for shit like this. And in the same time, so you cannot be equal. We cannot be equal in some points. I'm dead ass serious in this, but yeah, that's the situation.
You were looking at me as if I'm talking to you about this.
No, because you are the one in front of me. I wanted to look at her, but
He is in front of you.
I have
I'm not going to marry his ass.
I'm not gonna marry his ass either.
At least you got the option of divorce afterwards.
My question is, what American with, well, I want to say Western, because that's feminist and all this movement is more of a Western mentality, correct?
true.
Oh, it's more of a Western mentality, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think if you were grown here in America, do you think your perspective of that would change?
You know what? It might. It's how you brought up. To be honest with you,
That's what I'm saying.
It's like
you still
if
have
you-
an instinct as a man anyway
Yeah.
to be an alpha.
Okay.
It's still you're still a protector of the house over the woman. I mean, at the end of the day, that's just like I said. We don't wake up at 3 a.m, hear noise downstairs, and then I wake up my wife and be like, "Can you go check it out?"
Do you think that's because you've seen other men do it in your families to do that? Like, do you think it's something that you were born with, or do you think it's culturally? Like, you see other.
I think it's just a matter of instinct again, where it's you're the dominant part of the species, where it's strength. I guess you could say that. So obviously you're just gonna use that to your advantage. Like if I put you in a room full of midgets and you hear a noise outside, are you gonna send the midgets, or I'm sorry to say midgets or dwarves or small people, or I don't know what the fuck you want to call them, hobbits? I don't fucking know. They call them gets worse, right? You want to keep going?
Hobbits.
Lego figures? I don't fucking know.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna get banned so quick off this shit.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna send them out because you're stronger, you're taller, you have more of a chance to fight off. So it's like, I don't want to say you're the weaker, but you're the weaker at certain aspects.
Okay, I did say that.
And at certain points, you're gonna take the lead on certain things, not on everything. So there has to be an equilibrium to a relationship.
I agree.
And that's what we want them to think, right, Mo?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys always right, and then we agree with whatever you guys say.
So what's your relationship status right now, both of you?
Complicated.
I am happily, I was gonna say married, but I've been together with my boyfriend for about 3.5 years now.
3.5?
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Yep.
And Laura?
Complicated. So complicated.
All right.
Yeah. And Mo, what about you?
I am in
yeah.
a relationship.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, why is this the first time I'm hearing about this?
Oh my God! Don't let this shit air
Oh
on.
gosh.
Excuse me.
She's
Lucky
like,
lady.
we're almost married.
We're almost
You don't even
engaged.
know about
I
it.
am in a relationship. Yes.
Wow. Can we get a round of applause for that?
You're surprised?
Happily. in a
Sometimes,
relationship.
yes.
You can't be condescending to him like that. No.
Well, he was
I'm not in on that applause.
You're just putting me down because I'm a woman. I can't do that to him.
Okay. So bring that card on the table.
Well, you
now.
always do that to me. We always talk about that.
No,
like, okay, now we need to stalk her.
Yeah,
Let's do it. What's her Instagram handle?
I was in a relationship.
I just
but
need her name.
I don't do distance relationship.
Okay.
And then she just got back, and then I'm in a relationship.
Oh, wait. I think I know who this person
Okay,
whenever
is.
she
you
comes
think-
back,
If you're
I'm in
smart,
rela-
you change the subject before this airs on YouTube, and then she hears it.
Yeah.
Well, like, she's not allowed to use YouTube anyway.
She's banned from it.
Can't
There's
use
no
the
Wi-Fi in the kitchen.
No, I'm in a relationship, happily in a
Is she
relationship.
the one who
Does
cooked
she know
that
this?
shrimp
Huh?
soup
Does she know this?
She knows what.
that you're in the relationship?
Or the happy
I didn't say that. I did not mention that part yet, but yes, I am. I believe in it. So
Wait,
He thinks he's in a relationship.
but she's not? Like, I'm so
no,
confused right now.
we are.
So Mo's in a relationship. How long?
1 week.
Since you've been back? After the long break?
About a year now.
About a year?
Yeah, about a year now.
Man, congratulations.
You've been in a relationship for a year?
Coming from a complicated status? Complicated?
Are you surprised that you didn't know, or that someone can do that?
No, I was.
Her status is it's complicated. I'm Cancer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man.
No, yeah.
I mean,
gosh.
I am.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So
I'm off the table for like if you're.
You always seem so mad. It doesn't seem like you're so super happy about it.
Damn.
Mo seems mad.
I don't know. I never see Mo mad.
What?
This is one of the most lighthearted people.
Oh, you don't want to see him mad or
No,
annoyed.
like, it's a face
I don't
every
know what type
time.
of, like, what side of me you're looking at.
Every time I come in here, he's just like,
Really?
yeah.
I'm the one who cheers you up most of the fucking time.
And
We cheer you
it's only
up.
on Fridays when she sees you here, right?
Exactly.
So that
Yeah.
means you're mad on a Friday. God,
Always mad on Friday. You know, the fucking weekend coming
Sometimes he comes into Fairfigure at like 3.
I gotta.
I mean, 3 on Wednesdays.
I fucking hate Fridays.
At 3
fucking
o'clock.
weekends. You know, I don't want to leave work. That's how I feel. That's why, you know,
Mm-hmm.
most of the time you see me the way you see me.
Okay, but you're in a happy relationship.
Yes, I am happy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So now you can give us her name so we can stalk her.
Yes, and
do
I will
not
give
give
you.
it
I'll give you.
It's complicated with you.
I'll,
Yeah.
I'll give you all the information you need, Boo Boo. I got you. Okay, yeah. So
I'm done with
What about you, Janzi?
Yeah.
James is complicated.
As well.
Nah,
High
My
five.
shit's simple. my status is very simple. No, I'm single right now.
Ready to mingle.
It's simple.
Yeah.
It's funny how you're on the opposite side of the room, like happy.
This is single side.
Yeah, and then
that's,
yeah. like that.
and that's the depressed side.
There you go.
That's
This
it.
is like freedom and liberty, and that's like
Freedom and
slavery.
Right in the middle. That's perfect for me.
There you go.
Here's the line.
It's
Imaginary line, the equator.
It's a good. You know, it's good to be in a relationship.
It's
Some
good
of you
when you're.
convincing yourself.
It looks good when you're single, and then when you're in there single,
Yeah.
it's
No,
good.
actually,
It's
you
so the
know,
grass is always green on the other side.
Especially if you're like in a healthy, good relationship. Actually, it's a good.
But
good thing.
a relationship is work.
Oh yeah,
It's a
definitely.
full-time job.
It is.
No, yeah.
100%. It's a commitment.
It's-
And then, you know, Janzi, you have the biggest problem with it, but
It's hard. What is commitment?
He was talking about the
can you
coffee.
define that to me, please?
I just skipped that whole sentence.
Yeah, it's a full-time job.
Yeah.
And you gotta,
You put a lot of time in it too.
Over a year.
you have
A
to.
year? Fuck.
Wow.
That's 11 months more than what I would have gone. Congratulations. Holy shit, dude.
About a year. Not a year.
Build a statue.
Not
Let's
yet.
build a statue of you. Like a 1-year relationship.
We got 3 years.
All right. Yeah.
Three and a
That is a
half.
long
3.5, yeah.
time.
3.5. Jesus. Is he
Gee.
dead in the basement? Nobody knows or something? 3.5
Maybe.
fucking years.
Hid
That's
it
a lot.
in the freezer.
Is there wedding bells at the end?
I
Or
would
coming
hope
soon?
so.
Yeah.
I would hope so. I don't think I'm going to be dating somebody for X, Y, Z years and then nothing happens.
Have
but
you guys spoke about it?
yeah,
You have?
yeah, we have. It's just we're from like two different parts of our lives right now, even though we're still together. Like we're together, but I think we're just on our own. How can I explain it? Like
You're on your own paths.
yeah, and whenever life or whatever you believe in makes that decision for us, or when we think it's right, then we'll probably do it. Like I'm in no rush. He's not in no rush. We're happy.
Could you go another 3.5 years without marriage?
Yes and no, I
So
guess.
there's a little rush.
Like I think I'm more in a rush because of like I'm a female and like everybody's like, oh, you're getting married. When you're getting
When
married?
you
When
have
you're getting married?
kids,
When you're
yeah.
and like
It's a cultural thing there.
exactly.
Yeah.
You're
And I'm like,
fuck that. I got a
It's
dog.
also a biological thing. I mean,
yeah. That's
I mean,
true.
honestly,
That's a
I don't- I
point.
don't-
Trying to beat the clock, yes.
Yeah,
but
like,
I
I'm
mean,
not-
you got time. It's not like you're in
Yeah.
your late 40s.
You guys are
mid
so
40s.
young.
Even now, you can have kids. Like women are
Yeah.
having kids in their late 40s and 50s.
Yeah,
They're
that's
doing
true.
vitros and shit.
I mean,
I don't know if I want to.
I don't know.
That, though.
I don't understand the concept where, you know, you be in a relationship with someone for like long fucking years, 9-10 years and 5 years, and then you just don't get married. Me personally,
But a
I
lot
just
of
don't
people
understand.
But then again,
I mean, you
what's
don't
the point
have
of getting married?
to-
That's already
yeah.
marriage right there if you
Yeah.
think about it. The only
You
thing
don't
to
have
me
to get
marriage
married.
does is it only binds you legally and through the-
Financially, actually, too.
And
Yeah.
through spiritually, I guess, through the church or whatever religion you believe in. But other than that, if you're living with somebody after 10 years, it's the same shit if you
Yeah.
ask me, whatever. I think the marriage thing is more for the woman.
And like it's just
Yeah, I think
expensive
so,
too.
too.
Like
Just throw.
my parents are not married and they've been together for like 25 years. They never got married.
But let me ask you a question. As a woman, both of you would love to walk down the aisle and have a party thrown for you and everything. And
Honestly, I don't really care about it.
they screw that, right?
I'm just like spending money on what? On the
Straight
piece
to
of
the
paper?
honeymoon. Straight to the honeymoon.
Let's go
right?
somewhere.
Yeah, like let's just travel.
Yeah.
I think it depends too on where you like. I'm really big on like nurture versus nurture versus nature kind of thing. If you were born into a certain culture, you're going to see that. You're going to see, and that's normal because everybody else around you sees that.
Yeah.
But if you're not see that, if you don't see everybody getting married because you love this person or whatever, you're not going to be into that.
What's crazy is you see how the world is today, and I feel like religion is fading away a lot more than what it was 100 years ago. And at the same time, you see marriage also fading away. You know, like I said, after 10 years, what's the point of getting married? But that's the way I was. I don't want to say it's the way I was brought up, but that's what I just saw growing up.
Right.
You know, my family, you want to get married. It's through the church and all that stuff. But to me, it was always like, dude, I haven't been to church in 7 years. I mean, I don't know. What's the point? But
and I think too, going off of that, there's more divorces now than there is ever before.
And it's usually based on finances.
Exactly. And I think it's really important going back to like finance, like going back to where you're starting from your relationship. If you never had that conversation about what you're like spending, do you like going to the strip club and spending $1,000 a year, or do you like doing X, Y, and Z, putting it out there? That's a really big important part, because if you're going to get,
if she's a stripper, then I guess it works
yeah. I guess.
I gotta go see my wife. You got any singles?
Or whatever.
Like, I need to finance this.
I guess like everybody has their like habits and their
That's,
things like that.
Emotional and financial support.
Yep.
Exactly. You know, you're gonna throw whatever, but I guess it just depends on what. It depends on where your relationship stands. I think personally,
I feel like it should just fall in place. I feel, you know, like I said earlier, it's a full-time job, but I feel like I say that because I see how that's how most people interpret and see it, and so I kind of throw that out there to see how many people actually agree with me. But my actual opinion is a relationship should just fall and happen on its own. If you have to work for it, that kind of sucks. That's not happiness to me.
Well, I think everybody's definition of happiness is different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you,
like
you,
my
you actually
happiness.
have to put some work. You have to put some
Do
work.
you? I mean, is it work if you're happy? Like, you ever heard this? You ever heard this? You go to work for a paycheck, right? But if you go to work because you love it, that's a career. So it's like two different things.
True.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, if you really love what you're doing, fuck the money. You're just gonna do it because it makes you happy. So if I'm with my spouse and I want to make her happy, it should just be me wanting to be happy with her. Not fuck. I have to go home and listen to her for 2 hours. Or
That sounds like, you know, no, but
and it happens a lot because how many men you see like at a happy hour, this and that. You know,
And
like,
complain about it.
yeah,
That's
it's
true.
like
It's
that's
a
not
good
a good
point.
relationship. That's almost toxic right there. And it's I'm
no,
sorry.
not to that, you know, limit, but you know, you got to do some. You have to put some work. You know, because like again, we are two different people. You know, we are two different people brought up. Maybe like even if you're my neighbor, you were brought up in a house that is totally different than mine.
Yeah.
You know, your teaching is totally different than mine. So
Yeah.
I am not expecting you to be, you know, even if we're in love or whatever, but I'm not expecting you to be 100% perfect because I am not. You know, so you have to put up with me. I have to put up with you. And that's where, you know, that kind of like work that you have to put in.
But see, to me, that is like that's a natural thing that's gonna happen with anybody. I have siblings. I've lived with siblings. You still fight with siblings.
Absolutely.
You have to
Yeah.
learn to live with somebody, whether it's a roommate or a brother or sister or a spouse.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to learn to live with somebody. My mom used to always say this: you don't know somebody's habits till you live with them.
Definitely.
And
Or travel with them.
Or travel.
Yeah.
Or travel with them.
So
But it's
true.
funny because you then you have to deal with somebody else, and nobody's perfect. But
Yeah.
some of those things you shouldn't have to work so hard for. Like, you have to put up with this person, and it shouldn't be like, it should just be something where it's like, whatever. I'll be
Yeah,
okay.
like-
And that's the meter, like, you know, there where you kind of like see, are you in a healthy relationship or not? Because if you're putting so much work and then it ends up by, you know, kicking you in the ass, that's toxic. You know, after this, I'm pulling myself out. But if you just need to kind of like, you know, put, you know, just the basic of like, you know, making this relationship work, and it will, you know. But at the end of the day, we have to put some work. We have to give up some shit, you know, accept some faults because they're not perfect. You are not perfect, so don't expect them to be. And
There's this saying that's saying like, you might have to like help me with this. It's like basically saying that nothing is given to you, like handed to you. You have to work for it. that the right saying? That's with any, like, it's with anything. Like, if you want something to work, you have to work for, like, if you want something to be like butterflies or perfect or something like that, you have to put the work in it. Like, you're not going to have the greatest body if you're not going to go to the gym and work out. It's the same thing with a relationship or anything in life, really.
Everything, like even like work. If you like work and then you have to put in some work. You know, that's that. But it varies from how much work that you're gonna put in. If you're putting so much, if you're putting so much work,
complicated. There's no work in complicated, is there?
Yeah, I mean,
depends.
Why you're calling it complicated though?
Oh gosh. Oh
God, no, we're not getting
because it has to be, you know, either white and black, or like white or black. So do you have that gray area?
Different shades.
Yeah, because
so 50 shades of gray.
I'm curious right now. So you call
here's a very good question. What was your last relationship?
What was it?
Like when or what was it? Yeah. Well, not what was it. I mean,
when? It's a relationship.
It was.
Don't tell me a dog or something like that. We're speaking human beings here.
Yay! My last relationship was like a year ago, but I say it's complicated because I feel like in my age, people don't really date anymore. Like it's not really a thing. I'm 22.
You're 22. How long was that relationship for?
Like not even 3 months.
Oh,
that was my longest relationship was like 2.5 years though.
2.5.
Yeah, but that was a while ago. Like it was like right after high school.
That was not a relationship.
That's what I was gonna say. Like I guess everybody's definition.
It's still a relationship though.
Relationship age is different.
I mean, I started out early, like in Hungary. Like
I bet you were.
Oh, man.
God damn. Okay.
Anyways,
thanks.
Anyways,
but no, yeah, because like I feel like that was a thing in Hungary. Like in my country, it's just like okay, like people want a relationship. They want to like it's like.
That's human nature, though. No matter where you're at, people want. Yeah. You want a relationship when you're in high school. You want a relationship in your 20s. You're gonna want one in your 30s. You're gonna want one in your 40s.
But like
every 10 years, you need one.
It could be, I guess, like I don't think it is anymore. But I feel like when we were younger, it was more like a cultural thing. It's like everybody like in our family got married at a young age. Like they were like, oh, they started dating in high school and then got married. Like, and then they just lived their lives together. And I feel like we've seen that a lot. And that's what I was kind of expecting. And then it's like growing up, I'm just like, all right, like no one wants a relationship anymore. Like what is going on?
Or could that attitude be a defense on you being hurt from your relationship in the past that you're using as a wall?
Yeah.
And now we're getting too deep and I'm truly apologize about that.
Because actually, that
sounds like it.
A lot of girls today, if you're talking to them and they'll be like, oh no, fuck relationship, nobody needs a man, man ain't shit.
I mean, it's true.
All right. Why are you looking at me?
Yeah.
Like
you can't look at her. She's 3.5 years in.
Where the fuck do you want me to look?
Not me.
I'm like, you can look at me.
Right,
you have so much passion when you talk, so it makes us feel like you're like yelling at us.
No, I'm talking. Why?
Sorry, that was really loud.
Okay, but yeah, so it's actually from previous relationship. They got hurt or whatever, and then now you're giving the second guy who's gonna come to your life hell.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, that is true.
Well, that's why you need to find happiness within yourself before you are happy with somebody else. Because if you're not happy, you're just gonna project whatever you're feeling with somebody else. So
it carries on.
But tune in at 8 o'clock. I do relationship therapy.
Dr. Phil over here.
I'll put you right on the right spot, and then we'll go to the strip club and talk about it.
Yeah, it's
I feel like nobody wants to be alone.
Yeah, that's
sometimes you need to find yourself and be alone. You need to just focus on you. But let's face it, at the end, you don't want to be lonely.
Yeah, not for a long time.
Even in relationship, you need your time. You need that me time.
Of course, man. If there's no me time,
it's gonna explode. So
it's horrible.
Yeah, so you need that me time. So.
I had a relationship one time where like she was staying with me. I got her a job at my job,
Yikes.
And then I let her come. I was being a friend, and we were friends. And then
But
we had
that's tricky though. Sorry, I keep interrupting your story.
No, you're good. You're good.
Keep going.
It is. It was like then we hooked up, and then she kind of like started staying over, and then I found a great woman, awesome person. I have nothing negative to say about her except for one thing. I realized that all day I see her at the crib, and then all day it's at work, all night it's at the house, and I'm sitting there. Whoa, you going through the same thing?
What the fuck did I do, huh?
No, but I was like, oh man, I tried to lay it down so softly. I was like, hey, well, why don't we just like, date on the weekends? You go home on the weekday. We still see each other at work. I still want to date you during the week. But let's leave some mystery to our relationship.
Yeah.
I feel like, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
That like a lot of relationships go south because of that. Like they spend too much time at the beginning
You're too
and
needy.
then
You don't want to be needy.
and then they're just gonna be
definitely.
like, I'm done with you. Like it's just too much.
And it's not so much of done with you. I think you just need to make your own like space and find your own happiness
Well, you
within
just realize
yourself.
it's not for you.
Exactly.
You're not
And-
sharing the same interest.
Exactly. And like how much can you talk about with that person if you see them every single day? 24 hours. Not saying 24 hours, but
you can, but you also want somebody going somewhere or accomplishing or doing something. Like you want somebody that's moving forward in life.
yeah, of course.
Because then you want to move forward in life too.
It's like a motivation. It's like I was gonna say something else, but go ahead. I lost my train of
Say
thought.
it.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
for it.
No, go ahead.
Damn, that must have been like a really bad thing she was about to say.
Like now I want to hear it.
No,
Let's
it's okay.
pressure
Keep
her.
the
Status would have
mystery.
changed to complicated.
Like
after that.
say it.
No comments. Keep the mystery, right?
Yeah, just find the common ground between you and that person, and then if there's things that needs to be worked on, work on it. If not, then fucking live your life happy, and that's it.
Fucking relationships. You think it's gonna be an easy subject, but it's
It
not.
is.
That's
It's
never
complicated.
is.
Even the subject
It's
is fucking
complicated.
complicated.
Like just like me.
It's
in
like
my
your
life.
status.
It'd be a really good
Laura
like
is complicated. Cancer. Beware. There should be a warning every time I talk about it.
Like I should like tattoo it on my.
Complicated.
We're at a
Like,
bar,
spell it
some
wrong.
guy meets her. He's like, "Hey, what's your name?" Somebody pops up. Be like, "I need you to sign this waiver first before you interact with her." Do you have life insurance?
for
Like handing out cards. Hi, I'm Laura, complicated, and a
or like
cancer.
Swindler or something.
Yeah, it's complicated. It's more
Yeah.
deep than actually 30-minute talk. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Relationship, I that whole subject will never end, and it'll keep going. But and I think it also depends on where you're at in life. Number one key thing is, where are you in life? If you're at the point where you're lonely, that's another thing too. If you're lonely, you might seek relationship
Yeah.
for comfort, but not really seeking it for the right reasons. You're just seeking it for your own selfish reasons, which kind of sucks because people do that, so
But there's always, I feel like there's always someone for you at whatever stage of your life you're in.
it's just another chapter.
So it's just another chapter, just another thing you can write in the book. Say, oh, I was this.
That's
or-
fucked up, man. That's how you just look at guys. You're just
Yeah, just another
It's like they are just chapters.
Just keep flipping pages.
Maybe. I don't know.
Are you 3.5 chapters in right now? That's what that is.
Well,
I'm like, okay, we're ready for the next
Like, I
book.
should have looked at the table of contents before I got in this relationship. See how long I got with her.
Or maybe the other way around. Maybe he's the one who has a chapter in the book and he's trying to write it too. There's
Sure.
both ways in every,
Yeah.
every
100%.
relationship,
100%.
for sure.
What about open relationships? You guys believe in that?
Fuck no.
Hell no.
I was in a relationship recently, and she's like, "We're in an open relationship." I'm like, "We are? Fuck."
Yes.
All right, I guess so.
I can't really say anything about it because I've never really experienced
I never
it
experienced
myself,
it
or-
either.
I have.
You have?
It is not.
Damn.
It is not.
I'm
good.
very surprised.
Like, there's a lot of
I
things
kinda
you
just
don't know
recently
about
went through it
Mo.
with somebody,
Exactly.
and I was
Yeah.
like,
Well.
I guess so, but you don't. It's not, to me, that's not.
It's not a relationship.
Well, here's the thing. To
It's
me,
just like, you're missing with that person, and that's it.
that's exactly
Pretty
what
much
I
it,
felt
you
like.
know?
I was
Yeah,
like,
that's how I
We're
felt.
just sleeping together then, right?
Yeah, we're just
friends
like,
with benefits
we're
here.
missing with each other, and
Yeah.
we call it a day. You go fuck someone, and I fuck someone else, and then that's the end of it.
Yeah.
Maybe
But
just
why the
another
hell do you
chapter.
want to put relationship to that status? 'Cause
Right?
I just don't.
Like you can just do
I
it on
just
a
don't
daily, like
understand
a
it.
normal thing.
But you can't fall in
Open
love with that
relationship.
person, though.
Some
Yeah.
some women are like that. They're nymphos. Maybe they just want to sleep I mean, it's not. I mean, I just went through. I'm not even lying to you. Like,
yeah.
I'm saying I can't judge her. You know, she's like, I have multiple partners, women, men. I'm like,
Oh,
all right.
I was not expecting that.
That's open relationship,
Yeah.
basically. Well,
Yeah.
that's how she considered us. And in my mind, I'm like, am I in a relationship? What's going on here?
So does she say the same thing to the other part
Ooh, that's
of
a good
her
one.
relationship? Because what
I
makes
never got
you,
that far.
You know what I mean? Because I had that conversation. I was like, okay, so would you when you're saying that you're open relationship, do you say the same exact thing to the other person that you're seeing? And she was like, no. I was like, well,
Whoa.
how the fuck does that even make sense?
So the girl I was with does. Like, she's like, I could literally tell her I'm going out on a date with this girl, and she'll be like, all right, cool, respectfully. Like, she just won't even say anything. She'll be like, cool, just hit me up later when you're done. And she'd also be like, hey, like,
Yeah, I
my
was like-
girlfriend want to sleep with you. And that, that was all right.
I
What
don't.
am I gonna say? Fuck no. Ew, get away from me. It's disgusting. I don't believe in this shit.
No, thank you.
I was there, but it doesn't make no damn sense, and that's why I backed up. I was
But
like,
there's all different types of relationships. Like you said,
Yeah.
there's somebody
Yeah.
for somebody.
Exactly.
There's someone for somebody wherever you're at or wherever part of your life you're in.
They're always there to teach you something.
Absolutely,
Drop.
yeah.
Mic drop.
Look how we on time, buddy.
We passed actually. All right.
Yeah, like 7 minutes ago.
Like,
All
damn.
Well-
we gotta end this one here. Close the book.
Good talk, good talk.
Got no
Close.
results
Let's make it
from
again.
this.
Let me close all my books and all the chapters. Nah.
She
It's
better
okay.
not hear this shit.
It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, but yeah. Thank you so much, guys. It was fun. It was
Thank
fun.
you.
It was
Thank
fun.
you
Good
for
for
having
bringing
us.
me.
But we need
Having me.
we need to bring complicated back again.
I'm ready. Once
Make her
I'm
a
back
shirt
from
that
my
says it.
trip.
Yeah. Her facing
shirt.
complicated. Our next
Complicated.
Or just have it on the screen.
cancer. No, complicated
Like,
cancer.
oh, that'd be good actually.
Instant podcast merch.
Yes. or no. Or no, have her sit in there.
We'll put on the chair complicated. The director's chair will say complicated.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Oh my